once you get a good hold of the concepts, then it is very easy. Then you are just you don't even have to revise anything before going to the interview. Then it's like, okay, you are getting a wash your face, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to kill it. Six offers above 10.
So, guys, today we have a very special guest joining us, and that's Akansha. Basically, she comes from basically a service-based company. She was working in a service-based company before this, and basically she was into regression testing. Okay, so basically she'll be talking a lot about those stuff, as in like what she was doing when she was into testing. And now, as you guys know, that she's like cracked like multiple offers. I think 8 offers is what she's cracked, and basically like basically she'll be talking a lot about how did she go about preparing, what were the interviews like, and how like basically how did she finally decide कि okay, out of these 8 offers कौन सा offer लेना है, ठीक है. So she's going to talk a lot about all those stuff, and she's going to give basically give you a lot of information about like how do you tackle front end interviews. Okay, we've talked a lot about back end interviews in the previous seminars, basically webinars. Okay, and in this she's going to talk a lot about how front end interviews work moreover. Okay, and basically we are expecting this entire session to be like 40 minutes long, and then after that like we'll basically open the mic for people to ask questions. Okay, we'll take roughly around 40 questions. Okay, and then we'll wind up the session. And if you have more questions, I'll definitely share Akansha's Discord username, so you can like definitely ping her over there. Yeah. Okay. So so basically, okay, let's start. So Akansha, please tell us a little bit about yourself, as in.
Sure. Hi guys, my name is Akansha. I'm a computer science graduate from Punjab University, 2020 pass out. And after graduating from Punjab University, I joined Infosys. Like it was a campus placement, so I joined Infosys. In Infosys, initially it was like training, 3 months training, that is generic for all. And after that, I joined a finance-based project over there. But in that, my role was more of like tester, and I was into automation testing. I was a part of the regression testing team. So just to give a brief about what regression testing is, that in regression testing, basically what we do is that once the developers have written the code, there is everything like all the integration has been done, and now the code is ready to be pushed into the like prod or to move out. So before that, there is a final round of testing where we do like end-to-end testing. We check if everything is working from end to end. So there are two ways to do that. One is a manual, other one is the automation. So manual is like we open the website, we click on the links, and we are checking like if all the links are working fine or not. And automation is more like a time saving process. So there we write like code for automation. It is the language which I worked on was Java, Selenium, BDD Cucumber was the language that I worked on. So yeah, so like that was what my role like my job looked like. So
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, like coming before going to your job, like everyone wants to know like when did you start coding? Have you been coding from class 6, or like when did you exactly start coding, and like when did you start taking it more and more seriously?
sure. So honestly, I started coding in class 11 because like in my school, it was like very easy to score marks in coding. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll take this. And it actually helped me. I scored like 94.4% in plus two both. So yeah, it helped me. But initially I joined for getting marks. But then like when I started coding, I actually getting, like I started getting interest in that, and due to which I selected like computer science later. So yeah, so like it started from class 11.
Getting you. So Akansha, like one quick question which I have, like basically a lot of people who like, so a lot of people aspire for like service TCS and all. Okay, because TCS obviously hires a lot of people like freshers. Okay, when you were joining TCS, okay, like as a fresher, like like why did you join TCS? As in like basically like did you know that like you'll end up getting into something which like anyone can do, like as a testing, okay, not like something like which would actually use your superpowers of coding. Like, did you know this from before, or what was it like?
Yeah, so just a small correction. I didn't join TCS, I joined Infosys.
No, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
So my reason for joining Infosys was that first of all, it was like the only offer that I got from my
Okay.
college. So that's like I had no other choice. I have to go there. And secondly, I heard a lot about like Infosys campus life. I was like, oh, that is so cool. I just have to experience that. So I was like, okay, fine. Now I got this opportunity. Like I didn't apply off campus at that time because I was like, okay, fine. Now I have to go to Infosys and see that cool life. So I was like, okay, I'll go there, and after some time, I'll switch. So that I already had in mind from initially, and yes, I was aware that yeah, because in Infosys, it's not like they are not hiring based on a specific role. They're just hiring students, and then depending on their project requirement, they are assigning students to different role. Even there are my friends like who joined with me, and like they had like done their projects in some specific language in college, but in Infosys the like there
Mm-hmm.
was no vacancy for that, and there was requirement for some other language in the project, so like they had to learn that, and they were assigned there, and due to which people generally end up getting support projects. So where the growth is not that good in future, like if we like consider the
Mm-hmm.
growth curve, it's not that good in like support projects.
Makes
So
sense. Makes sense.
yeah.
That's fair enough. So Akansha, like, okay, now coming to the question as to like, what was your understanding of preparing for SD like before joining Sharpener? Uh, Like, like, did you know like as to like what does it take to like basically switch to into like software domain? Like, did you know it from before, or like what was it like before joining Sharpener?
So, like before joining Sharpener, I thought like, what, getting into a developer role is such a big thing. I will never able to do that. And for that, my DSA has to be so strong. I have to be like someone who has, hacker rank 6 stars, or who has done each and every question of interview bit and everything. So I was like, no, I'm not that kind of person. I'll not be able to do that. I know I like designing websites. I can do front end stuff easily, but when it comes to DSA and everything, so I'll get stuck very easily. So that is kind of person I am. So I was always on the lookout, like can I find someone who can teach me easily the important DSA stuff, so that I can clear interview, because in like job DSA or interviews also, it was not like I had 2 years of experience, so I didn't face a lot of DSA questions, honestly. Most of my questions were from JavaScript, and like 80% were from JavaScript and like 20% from React. So like I knew this, that DSA will not be asked, but I have to like be prepared even if it is asked. So initially I was like super afraid of DSA, but then I came to know Sharpener, and then I like joined Sharpener, and there I saw this DSA module. So if you remember, I asked you for the syllabus beforehand, before joining. It's like I have to see the syllabus. If it is, they are also going to, ask me to solve all the questions, so I'll not be able to do that. So I saw the syllabus. It was like good, sufficient amount. So like that's how like in Sharpener it was easy. So
Makes sense. Okay, that's great. So, now coming to back to your office. Okay, like now, like you now you've joined Sharpener. Okay, but you also have your office. So, how did you manage your day? As in, like, how did you plan your day along with office?
sure. So, like, I don't have the best management skills, so I'm still learning on them. But yeah, how I did it? Like, my working hours were like 11:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So, and I'm not an early riser. So it's not that I'll get up early and I used to code. No, nothing like that. I'll get up at 10 a.m. and then after that I'll join my office. But what I did was like I had this thing in my mind that, you know what, like this testing is not my final goal. I have to go in, like I have to give some time to coding. So what I used to do is like I just log in, and within 2-3 hours I used to wrap up my day's work. And after that I was like, just I have to attend some meetings, and between whatever time I get, I used to like there was always two laptops at my desk. One is for the office and one is my personal laptop, whereas like I'm doing the assignment. So this was like the constant scene. And whenever some like anyone visits my home, they're like, oh, you do so much stuff, you know, you itna kaam karti hai ladki. If there are two laptops, it's like, ah, like that is how I manage. And then after 9:30, having like I used to have my dinner and just relax for 2-3 hours, and after that again I used to complete my assignment. So like that was all my schedule.
That's awesome. Yeah. So there are people like like people who are not even working right now, and they like it's a time table. And over here you are there, like like you're managing office plus sharpener plus everything. Yeah, hats off to you. Yeah, Akansha.
Well, thank
So, so like okay, like so like I'm understanding that like definitely you were doing your office and sharpener. So like obviously office was there for you. So like how much time did it take you to complete the course because of this? Like any like rough estimates which you have, Akansha?
Yeah, so it took me approx 8 to 9 months to complete, honestly.
Okay.
And yeah, and like I could have done that earlier also, like in a like approx 4 to 5 months easily I could have done that. Like I know myself, but in between, with like I have this problem like where I need motivation. So after 2-3 months, I was like, no, I can't do this. You know what? I can't do this. I used to lose motivation, and then I used to call up like you or Weber bhaiya, like भैया नहीं हो रहे, and then you used to like नहीं नहीं होगा 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 करो. So like that, you know, that motivation breaks added up to the time, but apart from that, like it can be covered in 4-5 months. So Bhaiya, you are on mute.
Someone muted me. Okay. No, so yeah, but like Akansha, like so 4-5 months you're saying like like if you invest how much time, like as in if you can tell like tell people like how much time they should invest to just get placed in 4 months or like 3 months, any rough ideas which you have, because a lot of people ask this कि कितना time देने से कितना जल्दी होगा placements.
The more time you will give, the more you know, more quickly you will be able to complete the assignments, and more easily you will be able to get placed. But the thing is, like, see, I don't see it like it's a calculate. We can't calculate it. No, okay, like we'll give 3 hours and then we'll get 9 LP. We'll give 4 hours, we'll get 12 LP. No, it is not like that. It's just that you have to give the time. You know, you have to understand the concepts deeply. Whatever time it takes for you to understand the concept, just take that time. It is just about understanding the concepts. So if you can understand the concept within like 2 hours, then do it in 2 hours. But if it is taking longer for you, then take long hours. It's nothing like we shouldn't be comparing our journeys with other, like, you know, what the other person has completed in 3 months, and why I have not completed even one module in 3 months. No, because the other person might have some background in that technology, and the other person has completed it quickly. So no, just understand yourself, that what time you require to, you know, grab the concept, and that is the only way to move forward.
True. That's very correct. I feel that is what would help you in the long run. Understanding the concept, if you get the skill, like you can crack very good offers. Yeah, that's
Definitely.
definitely there. Yeah. So understand each and everything. Very big takeaway. Yeah. So Akansha, now coming to the like the most important aspect of like preparing. Okay, the interview phase. Okay, so what was the interview phase like?
Okay, so coming to the interview phase, initially, I had 3 months of notice period to serve. Infosys asked for 3 months of notice period, and there was no buyout option available. So initially, like obviously, I was stressed, and I was like, although I have studied for 8 9 months, but then also I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to answer something or not. I was super nervous. So all I thought was like, okay, you know what, just go and appear for the interview, and then see what happens, because the real image will come from there only. So because of the notice period, I didn't get initially any referral from Sharpener, but Bhaiya guided me on how to create a resume, and and they only guided me to upload my resume on Naukri. He also helped me to set up my Naukri profile. So with that help, the next day only, I started getting a lot of calls, and it was like life is going so smooth, and like from next day it's like so hectic. I'm getting 4 5 calls a day. I have to, I never had a calendar with me apart from the office calendar, and then I had two calendars. One is from office calendar, one is for the interview calendar. I used to mark all the times and everything. So yeah, it got hectic, and then from like within 1 week I cracked my first interview as well. So yeah, that is how it went.
That's great. And like, what happened after the first interview? You put down your papers, I am assuming, and like, and what after that? As in, like, I think like you kept on interviewing, right? That was like a very important aspect, right? Like, kept on interviewing because you had the time, right?
Yeah.
And you kept cracking more and more and more, right?
Like that was the advantage of 3 months notice period, right? Because initially, like Yashvi only guided me, okay, fine, just first take any job offer and build a safety net for yourself, so that like you have something, even because I had put my no, like papers before getting the offer. So I was like, now I have nothing, now I have to get something. So I started appearing for each and every company, whatever company comes. I was like, okay, I just have to appear there. So first of all, I just got like I got one offer for like 6.5 LPA. That was my first offer, and then I was like, okay, now I am calculative. Now I have 3 months. I have to utilize it to the fullest, and I was like, okay, every week I have 12 weeks, right? So every week I'll increase one LPA. So that is how I was like, okay, this is my target. So, so then I kept receiving the calls. I was like, yeah, I'm available. And then it actually happened. Like every week I started getting one LP, and then next week one more, one more, one more. It was just like that only until it became 11, and then it was like, okay, no, no company is giving more than 11. So it's like, okay, fine.
Nice, nice. So now coming to like basically like basically any favorite moments which you remember with Sharpener as in during your preparation journey and like after that as well. Like because
Okay.
I'm guessing like 8 months you spent, yeah.
Yeah, I have spent quite a good time here. So my favorite moment has to be the all the motivation sessions which I have received from you and Vaibhav Bhaiya, and like those have to be my favorite moments, because I remember like I'll be like so demotivated and calling and be like, Bhaiya nahi ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai. And you guys will be like, Arey hoga, just keep practicing, just go, keep doing your work, and everything will be fine. So that has to be my favorite moment.
Nice, 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 definitely. So
So
yeah,
I
but
actually remember Akansha saying, calling me up one day and then asking me ki, like I am not feeling confident with like anything, whatever I'm learning. I feel that I'm forgetting everything. I just said her something, right? When I told her that do not worry, companies are there to hire you. Just think about the companies, think about money, okay? And you will make it, right? You will make it even if it's at a very slow pace, because a lot of people they don't know. Akansha was like one of the top performers. उसको ऐसा था कि like I have to perform well like in my company also, and then parallelly if I get some time, then only I'll continue with Sharpener, right? So she used to take out 1 hour or 2 hours, whatever she used to get. ठीक है जितना time निकलता था, but she used to never like basically do it at the cost of not working properly at her company. ठीक है and फिर मैं उसको वही बोला कि यार ऐसे ऐसे कौन करता है, like you can actually basically slack off a bit from there and then you can give like that extra 1 or 2 hours, whatever you're slacking off, and that will help you like learn the things. And there are companies, once you complete the learning, okay, it's really easy to get the job. I think so. Akansha has faced that, right? Akansha, what's your opinion about that? एक बार सीख जाओगे तो easily like बहुत सारे opportunities will fall in your plate. So
Yes, definitely. It's as I said earlier also, once you get a good hold of the concepts, then it is very easy. Then to like you are just like you don't even have to revise anything before going to the interview. Then it's like okay, you are getting up, wash your face, and then you're like okay, I'm ready to kill it. So that's how it goes.
Nice.
revision will automatically happen when you're giving the interview. So
True. Even I also remember like one moment where like a lot of moments with Akansha I've spent as in, like in the front end development portion as only like so there was this portion ki like she was like कि job लगेगा क्या मेरा एकदम मतलब ऐसे मैं कर रही हूँ मैं बोला 10 LPA plus लगेगा तुम क्यों टेंशन ले रहे हो करो अच्छे से प्रिपेयर और she's like 10 LPA plus घंटा and then here we are with her yeah.
correct. And it's not only just one 10 LPA offer, like multiple 10 LPA offers. Ye to same scenario was also happened with me. Akansha was like, I'm okay with like 40-50% raise also. I told her that I will not let you go before like without you taking a 10 lakh rupees plus offer because you are worth it, right? Because you have worked in your company for 1.5 years, and if you portray that thing well, and if you portray that thing that okay, you are not working as a software tester but something else, okay, you will end up getting more than 10 LPA. And Akansha could have cracked more because she has cracked a lot of more offers, but she wanted specific work from home or some specific locations. That is the reason why she had to. But then yeah, she, like you have gotten like one of the best offers, right? Like you got more than how many offers above 10 lakhs, Akansha?
I'll say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 offers above 10.
Nice.
So it's so many that yeah, she has to keep a note of everything.
I specifically made a list if in case anyone questions like what all companies you were at. I was like okay.
Nice. So, okay. So, Akansha, like, basically, like now, like, okay, like, if you've made a list, like, can you also tell us, like, how do you go about evaluating a company and like the JD and like basically what is relevant for you as in before the interview and after getting the offer as well? Like,
Sure. So before the interview, my criteria was super simple. It was like, okay, they are allowing me to appear for the interview. I am going to appear for the interview. That was the only criteria I had because for me, it was like the more interview I'll give, the more practice I'll have to be in the interviews, right? So that was the only criteria I had. After I get like accepted from then that was the time when I started evaluating the company. Okay, now this is like I have this offer, now I have to evaluate it. So after that my criteria was okay, it should be like uh, the company environment should be good, I should be getting good learnings from there, and obviously I didn't do a lot of research. I was like whenever I like get an offer, I used to straight up call Yashmi and Bhaiya, I have got this offer. You tell me about this company now. Like that is how it happened with Mathco also. Like because Mathco is a startup and I'm from North, I'm not very much aware of Mathco. So I straight up called Yash Bhaiya, now I've got this offer from the Mathco. It's like a 6 years old company. What is this now? And Bhaiya was like, no, this is such a good company. And then I actually like explored about it. I connected with some of the employees of Mathco on LinkedIn. I talked to them. So
आवाज आ रही है
yeah, so
अरे
we are able to hear you.
oh sorry actually like sorry
It's okay.
No worries. Yeah. Akansha, you can continue.
Yeah, so like then I connected with some people on LinkedIn from the Mathco, and like that's how I got to know about the Mathco, and then yeah.
Yep. I think you've done your fair research about other companies as well. Yeah. Okay. I think one last question which I'll have, and then I'll open the mic for everyone to ask questions. Is like, so there are a lot of people preparing right now, Akansha. And like, do you have any piece of advice for them as to like how they can prepare better? like how they can structure things better and like grab something like an offer like you?
Sure. The only thing that helped me and that I'll suggest for others as well is like again I'm saying just keep your concepts very clear, because this is what I've experienced in the interviews as well. Initially I was also like not so good on my concepts, but then after appearing for multiple interviews I got to understand this, that what happened is the interview is just checking for your concepts. So they'll ask you, okay, tell me about hoisting. So you can just answer the question like what, you can explain the definition and everything, but that will not work, that will not help you get an offer. What will help is that you're sharing your screen, just show them how it is working, explain them how it is going on, right? So these things help. So the more you are good with your concepts, easier it will be for you to get multiple offers.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That's definitely a very important piece of advice. Like काबिल बन जाओगे तो अच्छा ऑफर लग जाएगा एकदम. It's like a Three Idiots में जो Rancho gives. ठीक है. Okay. I think now I'll open. I'll basically, guys, you can raise your hands. I'll go one by one. Okay. Totally, we'll take 40 questions. Okay, because we have like more 30 minutes. Yeah. 40 questions is what I'll take. So people who want to ask question, raise your hands. Yeah. I'll go one by one. Yeah. So Firaz, you can go first. Yeah, Firaz.
Yes, sir. I always am first.
Chalo, Firaz, yeah, start.
How much question they ask in interview?
Okay, so I can't give the exact number of questions because I never noted that. But yeah, so like they have a time frame, and it also depends on how much answers you're giving. So if you are able to give answers like quickly, then like they will like keep on asking you for the questions, I'll say. But you know what, they are just checking like if you have a good knowledge of the technology they are looking for. Once they're satisfied about it, then they will also leave you in 30 minutes. If they are not satisfied, then they will like they can extend it for 2 hours as well. Like I have given 2 hours interviews, I have given 15 minutes interviews as well. So it all depends like how well you are able to portray your technology to them. So it's never about number of questions.
And the last interview, how much time they did take?
Okay, so my last interview was like last week only. So that
Not that last actually. The math company that you have joined.
okay. So math company has 3 rounds. First one is the technical, that was for 1 hour. After that is the like managerial round, that was for 30 minutes, and after that is the HR round, that is also for 30 minutes. So yeah, that is all about it.
And how much question from JavaScript and how much question from React?
Yeah, so I'll say 80% of the questions from were from JavaScript. They were like very core into JavaScript, and from React it was like 20% only.
Okay. Did they give a task like make some module or like
Yes,
like
yes, they did. They did. For JavaScript, they gave me one coding question, and they also asked a lot of output questions from me. Like, you know what, this is the like code. What will be the output? And then there will be like coding questions, and they also like asked me. Yeah, like there were a lot of coding questions, and if you want the question list, I can also share that because I have noted them down, so I can share those later. So yeah.
हाँ ये शेयर कर देना प्लीज.
Sure, definitely, definitely.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Shiva. Shiva, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Arun, I'm coming to you. Just wait. Yeah, Shiva. I think.
Yeah. Hi, Akansha. First of all, congratulations for getting that huge offer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So really, you're a super girl. I saw the Instagram. Why it is a super girl? Why they mentioned super girls? Now I know about it.
Oh, okay.
And my question is about after completing your DSA part, you have to choose front end or back end. So which type of I think front end is better to me and back end is better to me. Which type of way you choose the between what is best for me?
Okay, so actually for me it is little different. Like that was never a question for me because I was all from initially I was into front end. So as I am from computer science background, so during my college also I used to code in front end. So I had this thing very clear in mind that I want to go in front end. So that was like not hard for me. But yes, if you are going through the dilemma of like what to choose, what I'll suggest is like Sharpener offers you both contents, right? So you can go through both. It's better to be full stack these days, So even if I am selected for the role of front end, they are asking me to learn Node as well. So like I will have to learn backend eventually. So you are getting the opportunity, so you can learn it here only. So that will only help you.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's what I keep telling my students as well. कि अभी decide एक से start करो, but in the end you have to become a full stack. Okay, Sharpener's portal is always open. कभी भी आके करो, आराम से करो, front end जो भी करना है. But yeah, you have to become a full stack. That is the main like goal which is there. Yeah. So एक किसी से start करो, but in the end you have to do both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. So okay.
A very quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Akansha, are you from BTech Computer Science or are you basically from BTech background?
Yes.
Yeah, she's from BTech.
All right.
Yeah.
So what
So, but
happens is
you guys don't have to worry. Like even if you are coming from some other background, or let's say even if you are a non-technical
no,
background.
actually what I wanted to mention is I am from BSc Computer Science, and what happens is I crack the interviews, but later they say that they're not taking. So background verification is always the part where I get out of it.
No, you
So
don't have to worry because over here we have proper company tie-up. Jahan pe we'll get you referred and you'll end up getting selected.
No,
So
it's more about the
companies-
skills now. Like
Correct.
basically, it's going to be more about skills and less about, because in the end the company wants the work to be done. Okay, that's what they're looking at.
Correct.
So
all right, I was just scared about this only because I just did not want to get kicked again.
No.
All right, thank you.
sure. Okay, Moiz, you can go next. Moiz Uddin.
Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yeah, Moiz.
ma'am. I have a problem regarding communication skill, ma'am. वो कितना इफेक्ट करता है मैम वो?
Communication skill, I'll say, is important, definitely, because as a software developer, you have to be good in your communication. You it's like on a daily basis you have to communicate with your colleagues. You have to make them understand what you are doing, and you also have to understand what they are doing. And also after a point, you have to be in client meetings as well. You have to communicate with other persons. So I'll say it is important. It is not a hard skill to learn. It is a very easy skill to learn. You can do it very easily. So I'll say, like, start working on it. If you feel underconfident, then start working on it, and like at least you should be like comfortable talking to other people.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. So we will suggest you something like some apps and everything. Okay, say like if you use that for 40-45 days, you will see a noticeable difference in the way you talk. Right. Just imagine, like, let's say if I'm talking to you and if I'm not able to understand, the whole the purpose of me explaining you things goes in vain. Right. Okay, the same way, अगर तुमको कुछ कोई communicate कर रहा है, like let's say if you are trying to communicate with someone and he's not understanding anything, the whole purpose breaks, right? Okay, so that is important. Communication का मतलब क्या है? Whatever you want to portray, the other person should understand. Okay, if that's not happening, pointless है. Okay, so companies will check that. Yeah.
An interview maybe it's important. So basically, what we can do now after this meeting, like Weber will basically share a link to an app. He'll share it in the group itself. Okay, so there's an app for this. Okay, and he'll also share a video on it. कि कैसे करना है use. That would basically, तो वो app you can just like 15-20 minutes रोज कर सकते हो. Basically रोज use करोगे तो I think that would basically solve a lot of communication problems moreover, because you'll be talking with other people. Okay, so when you talk in English with other people, automatically English would improve. There's no better way, I think so. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, let's go to Moiz Uddin.
I have a
Moiz.
question related to DSA.
Yeah.
How much percentage of DSA questions asked in for front-end development?
So DSA, like I'll say, like I just got like 1 or 2 DSA coding questions. Maybe because I have 2 years of experience or something. I'm not sure like how it is for freshers. But I'll say I'll talk about like 2 years of experience. So for me, it was like 1 or 2 questions, and that was also like palindrome function. Like such questions only that are always covered in like syllabus in Sharpener.
Correct. And moreover, like what we also seen right over the years, like see every company has a different pattern altogether. Okay, so some companies would ask you a lot of DSA, some companies would ask you very less of DSA. Okay, but DSA in general helps. Okay, like front end करो या कुछ भी करो back end, ठीक है? Coding तो तुम्हें करना ही है in the end. So if your DSA is strong, right, like you'll understand things very fast. That's the beauty of DSA. क्योंकि in the end कोई भी फ्रेमवर्क यूज करो या कुछ भी यूज करो, दे आर गोइंग टू बी बेसिकली रिटर्निंग यू ऑब्जेक्ट्स, एरेज, हैशेस, वो सभी रिटर्न करते हैं लोग। और अगर डीएसए अच्छे से समझ आता है तो इजी हो जाता है बेसिकली चीजें समझने के लिए। तो लाइक डीएसए आई फील कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। मे बी इंटरव्यू में पूछे ना पूछे डिपेंड करता है, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर करियर इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, लाइक बिकॉज कंपनी में काम करना है तो कोडिंग तो करना ही है, राइट? और कोडिंग करने के लिए डीएसए इज रिक्वायर्ड। या ठीक है, रघु, लेट्स यू कैन गो नेक्स्ट। रघु, yeah, Raghu, yeah, you're audible, Raghu.
Congratulations, Akansha, for previous offers.
Thank you so much.
My question is Sharpener is enough to crack all the jobs offers, or you want to focus any other things?
Sorry, your voice is breaking for me. Can you please repeat?
The Sharpener is enough to crack all the offers, or is enough? You want to focus any other things behind Sharpener?
Okay. No, actually, I did a course from Sharpener only. I didn't do anything else. So I'll say it is sufficient. So.
Yeah. Akansha completed the entire course in 8 months. अभी एक और कोर्स करने जाती तो
going to another course.
Okay, let's go with Kirti. Kirti Verma, you can go next. Kirti.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Kirti.
Yeah, Akansha, my question is because currently even I'm working with Cognizant in a support role only, and the main thing which comes in my mind is the notice period only. So I missed the part where you handled your notice period time. Can you just explain that again? Like,
Sure.
was that an issue?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll quickly cover that up. So, like I also had 3 months of notice period. So initially I put up my papers, and after that I just started appearing for each and every company that I like, I am receiving call from. So luckily my resume was good enough to catch eye of the interviewers. So what happens, like I updated my profile on Naukri, and from the very next day I started getting like 4-5 calls at least for the interview. So I didn't put any filter initially. I was like, okay, whatever calls are coming, I'll be appearing for them. So that actually helped me landing a job within 7 days. So that gave me a confidence. And after my first job, it was more like a safety net. And after that, I started focusing more on like good companies and further.
Okay, thank you.
Makes sense. Okay. Let's go with Sam. Yeah, Sam, you can go next. Yeah, Sam.
Hi, Yash. Thank you for the opportunity. And my main question is, how long does it take to learn? Basically, does it take to be ready for the job if I started learning from the scratch?
Okay.
And let's just say if I can invest around 10 to 12 hours of my daily routine. So how long does it take? Exactly.
Okay, so I'll have a counter question on that. Like, how much you're comfortable in grabbing a new concept? Like, how do you see, like, if a new concept is given to you, so how quickly you will be able to get a good hold on that? So,
okay,
can you tell me that?
Yeah, basically I started learning these languages around 2 or 3 months ago. So I have a little base. I made my base for the basically Sharpener.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so see, the thing I'm trying to say is that the parameter is not time here. The parameter is the concept. So like I'll like in whole of my interview, I'm only saying concept because it is important, right? So don't put parameter of time over here. Just think like you should be good on your concept. So time you can give, like you can sit 24 hours only, complete 24 hours you are in front of your system and doing assignments. But if you're not doing it by yourself and you're not getting it, then it will not make any sense. Then so if you will complete the course even in 7 days, then also you'll not be able to get any offer. So just focus on getting the concept, even if it takes a little bit longer, because your like main point is not to get an offer. You also have to sustain in the company. Even if like initially you will somehow do the assignments and cram something or something, you will get the offer, but then how will you sustain? In order to sustain, you have to be good on your concepts, right? So like don't think about like how much time it will take or something. Just be like on the concepts. Like that is the only thing I'll say. So like any question regarding time, I'm already discarding them.
So let's just
Correct.
say
Everyone will take different time periods over here. Okay. So what we have seen on an average, like if you're spending 4 to 5 hours every day, and even if you're starting with basics, because we have got in commerce people place, class 12 guys place. Okay. So अब इसमें क्या होता है कि like 3 months में you should be able to complete it, right? अब now 1 week, 2 weeks extra you can take, 1 or 2 weeks less you can take. ठीक है, depends on how fast you grab the concepts. ठीक है. So yeah.
हाँ मतलब 10-12 आवर्स दोगे तो 3 months में तो आराम से हो जाना चाहिए. बट या इट ऑल ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स कि थोड़ा सा कभी कभी कर अटक जाते हो एंड कभी कभार मोटिवेशन चला जाता है बीच में तो वो सब भी रहता है. वो सब those things are also like you should be like कि focused रहो एकदम. So
okay,
3 months
basically
में हो जाएगा mostly if you.
basically I'm a commerce guy तो इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ. तो
I think next session, I think this coming Saturday, there's a commerce grad 2009 pass out coming to basically talk to you guys. So that would be very interesting. So उससे भी पूछ सकते हो. I think he finished off very fast also. He finished it within 3 months. So next Saturday, I think so. He's coming. So I'll put up the event. So he'll be able to answer this question even better. थोड़ा personalized भी लगेगा.
Exactly. We can connect with them.
Sure. ठीक है. Okay. Let's go with Akash. Akash.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, Akash, you're audible.
Ma'am, I just have 2 questions. How much DSA was asked? I mean the level, easy, medium, hard, like in lead code scale. And how did you prepare for it?
Okay, so the level was easy for me because I prepared well. So
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm asking on like on lead code scale, right?
yeah, lead code also it was easy because as I already talked about it, the questions are mostly like build a palindrome, find the greater of 3. So that kind of questions were only asked. So I'll say level was very easy. And coming to your second question, from where I had prepared, I only had prepared from Sharpener.
How did you prepare? I was asking like what was your your motive behind solving each question, right? How did you conquer each of them one by one?
I am not getting this question. Motive was to get reach to the solution, I'll say.
Okay, ma'am. One more question. One last thing, I think I should have. How much your experience as tester was mattered in your interviews? How much it mattered?
It actually didn't matter a lot because all they were interested was to check if I am fit for the technology that they are looking for. So they were like, shooting up the questions related to all the front-end technologies, mainly JavaScript. And I was able to answer that, and then they were good with that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Music Mania, you can go next.
Hi Akansha, congratulations on your offer.
Thank you.
So my question is that I am from non-IT background and basically I passed out in 2019. And I have prepared for some government exams, government jobs meanwhile, and I end up disappointing with that. So I just want to make a switch to the software industry. How well it will work out?
So I don't think like in software industry gap matters a lot as much, like as long as you have like good skills that the company is looking for. So yeah, like if you are good with your skills, you are comfortable with the technology that you are working on, then you will easily be able to, land good job. So
And you said that you have 2 years of experience, and is that reason behind landing a job about an LPA, or just
no,
skills matter there?
no. See, there are people who have landed job like 34 LP as well, and they are freshers. Okay, and there are people who have who are earning 6 LPA with 6 years of experience. So there are people like that as well. In software industry, it's all about your skills. So if you have right skills and you are showing it correctly, and you are interviewing for the right company, then you will get you can like get infinite amount of CTC. But like if you are not having the right skills and you just want to be part of the software industry, then then so it will be like based on years of experience only, because then it will be like initially you will end up in like 3-4 LPA job, and after that year on year hike your salary will increase.
Okay, and one last question is that I'm coding in Python, and many are saying that there is no scope for Python, right? Will that really affect or something?
Well, I'll not say that. Python has a real good scope, and even like not in not in front end or something. If you not feel like confident with Python here, but then in data science and everything, there is a lot of scope in Python. So you shouldn't be disheartened like if you are doing Python, and don't compare like if anyone is doing Java or something. Just like honestly here also, if you ask, there are multiple people who are coding in Java, and they would have the same doubt in their mind that oh, the other guy is doing Python, and what if I'm doing the wrong thing? So don't get this doubt come in your mind. You're doing good. Just be good with your technology.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, Neeraj, you can go next. Yeah, Neeraj.
Hello.
Yeah, Neeraj.
So congratulations first of all.
Thank you.
My question is that like you have told that like you have 2 year experience in front end as well. So what kind of advice would you give for front end guys?
So just be good with your technology, like be thorough with the concepts. Like what else I can say, right?
Okay, only concept matter there.
Yeah,
Correct. Concept matters the most. ठीक है.
You tell me.
Yeah, basically like React में मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, पता नहीं, I don't know why like every time resources get like broken, either I don't know my laptop is doing that or I am doing something wrong. Like it's been 2 days, I have to download resources again and again just to do code.
Oh, okay. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है कहीं पे.
Yeah. It's the only solution is to break the laptop now.
Yeah, I will change the laptop.
And you don't have to change it. Figure out what exactly is the problem. Okay, there has to be some problem which is going. 1 second. Yeah, okay, there is some problem which is going on. उसको figure out करो. Laptop change करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Next laptop also you will have the same issue.
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah.
Remember, like once I also faced some issue with my laptop, and Yashbia was like, "Oh, in Mac it would have been easier," and I was like, "No, I'm not going to buy Mac now. I'm from the company itself." So, like, you should have that kind of spirit.
Yeah, of course I will get.
Okay, let's go to Himesh. Himesh, I think we'll take about 5 to 6 questions and then we'll wrap up. Yeah, Himesh, you can go next.
Sir, मेरा question sir,
hello.
Yeah, Himesh, you can go.
Firstly, congratulations to Akansha ma'am. And first question is that मैम जितना भी हम लोग यहाँ पर शार्पनर में पढ़ रहे हैं, क्या उतना इनफ है डीएसए में? ऐसे कि फ्रंट एंड के लिए जाना चाहता हूँ तो उतना इनफ होता है क्या? कि
don't repeat question.
बिल्कुल एकदम इनफ रहेगा. कोई मतलब ऐसा कम नहीं है, एकदम इनफ है.
enough. And is it English is important for the interview to crack the interview of the front end?
Yes, because DSA round will be there. You cannot like eliminate the DSA round from the interviews for a software role. So DSA round will be there. But yeah, like according to my experience, it was like easy. Like I didn't face any hard level questions. But yeah, the max it can go to is moderate level. But yes, like all those questions that I was being asked was already in Sharpener's syllabus. So I already had a hands-on. So like yeah, you will be good.
And English is important for the to crack the interview.
I'll say English is not important. Like basic English is required, obviously, because in software business there are a lot of clients from like multinational companies, right? So you have to be able to communicate. So basic English is required. You don't have to be like super fluent. So IELTS 10 is not required here. So, but you should be able to like communicate what you are trying to say.
एंड मैम जब भी इंटरव्यू देते हैं तो क्या कोई ये पूछता है कि आप किस बैकग्राउंड से हैं या फिर टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड से नॉन टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड से?
Yeah, so they asked this question beforehand, but like you can tackle them.
Don't worry, we'll help you tackle it, okay? So Umesh, ठीक है, तो we have gotten commerce in one place, तो ये लोग को प्लेस करवा दिया तो तुमको भी करवा देंगे, टेंशन मत लो, ठीक है?
यस सर, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आप पर भरोसा है.
Hi, yes, Priya. I have totally different questions. So, can I ask? I have totally different questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Kancha. Congratulations for your job. I am also 2 year experience in this software line, but I want to know how maximum package we can get in the front end line with similar 2 year experience. Like you got 30 LPA on just because you are choosing some specific location and work from home. That's why. But in the Sharpener, is there anyone who got maximum package in front end line with 2 year experience?
Akansha, or she herself had offers from Optum, which was 15 LPA. और भी ऑफर थे क्या आकांक्षा? आई थिंक तो अपॉर्चुनिटीज तो बहुत सारे थे, ठीक है, बट द थिंग इज कि मतलब यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि मतलब तुम्हारे भी प्रायोरिटीज डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, ठीक है, बट द गोल शुड बी टू like start with a good 10 lakh rupees plus job, ठीक है, that is what I suggested आकांक्षा कि भाई एक 10 लाख के ऊपर अच्छा जॉब ले लो, ठीक है, and then probably you can be on a hand because once you start your career, जैसे अभी right now you are in a background which is not related to this, right, and then you will see that power of exponential salary hike, right, ठीक है, एक बार तुम ये फील्ड में घुस जाओगे ना, you will get to learn a lot of things, ठीक है, जैसे कोर्स में तो we will make you do like 3 projects, but then having an industry experience will help you a lot, ठीक है, so which Akansha will actually see, ठीक है, because tester and then working in a software based company, product based, मतलब being in that software engineering field, it's completely different. The way things work पूरा change हो जाता है, ठीक है, so that is what I'll say.
The second question here, sorry, Human, but I'll just like to add one thing here. I have received like opportunities for 25 LPA as well. So
really?
Yeah, it can go like as high as you want. So you don't have to think about like what is the upper limit, but I can say the lower limit is 10 LPA. For sure, if you have 2 years of experience, then easily you will get 10 LPA and above. So like the lower limit is 10 LPA, upper limit is endless.
Correct.
Yeah, because earlier I was thinking to prep for the main company, which is product-based company. So, but now I know that in the software company they are also giving you some like package. So I had changed my idea. So like one more question I have in my mind. Like when I joined this Sharpener, if someone wants to go in the main company, which is product-based company, like big product company, and they don't require any software background. They purely need coding only, DSA, advanced DSA. So if someone wants to join that company, so can be prepared here in Sharpener?
Yes, so
at
advanced
that
data
level?
structure, this I think so, Akansha, I had unlocked advanced data structure for you also, right? You wanted to prepare for dynamic programming and all, right? So I will unlock that advanced data structure for you also, Hemant. ठीक है, so you don't have to be worried. ठीक है, देखो तुम्हारा जितना ज्यादा पैकेज लगेगा उतना ज्यादा पैसे हम लोग को भी मिलेंगे.
Yeah,
ठीक है.
बिल्कुल सर, definitely.
ठीक है.
बट कंपनी अच्छी मिल जाए ना, बहुत बहुत मतलब अंदर से खुशी होगी.
Correct. So that is the plan, right? That is the plan. ठीक है. So what I'll suggest कि देखो cracking the best company is endless, right? ठीक है. Once you crack Amazon, the next company, the next goal will be to crack a better company than Amazon. ठीक है. So that company, that search or the hunt for companies is endless. ठीक है. But what I'll suggest, एक बार start करो अपना career. ठीक है. अच्छी कंपनी से फिर वो कंपनी पे हंट करते रहो, बेटर कंपनी के लिए हंट करते रहो. ठीक है. Rather than just keep on waiting and then trying to just crack the best one. ठीक है, पहले ही प्रिपेयर करो ना.
सर मेन कंपनी के लिए मतलब एक्सपीरियंस मैटर नहीं करता ना, चाहे वो फ्रेशर हो चाहे वो 5 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस है, उसको पैकेज उतना ही मिलेगा अगर वो किस लेवल का वो क्रैक करता है.
नहीं, कौन बोला तुमको? अगर अभी राइट नाउ इफ यू क्रैक, लेट्स से इफ यू आर अ 2 year experience work and if you crack a good company, the package can go as high as like 50-60 lakhs also. समझ रहे हो? तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, दिस इज समथिंग. व्हाई विल यू गो एज अ फ्रेशर सैलरी, राइट? फ्रेशर सैलरी इन दैट कंपनी. ठीक है, डज नॉट मेक सेंस. तुम अपना बोलोगे कि मेरे को एक्सपीरियंस है एंड प्लस आई नो द थिंग, सो दे विल पे यू फॉर दैट एक्सपीरियंस एंड फॉर द स्किल्स दैट यू हैव. ठीक है.
वैसे भी वहाँ पे वो भी समझना है कि देखो मैन कंपनी से तुम जानते हो, ठीक है, बट देयर आर सो मेनी बेटर अच्छी कंपनीज भी है. लाइक देयर आर लॉट ऑफ companies which are better than a few man companies. Okay, let's say Amazon se better, there are like lot of companies. Amazon culture you might have
there are more better companies.
Correct. My company itself is better than like all the मतलब man companies. ठीक है.
बस वो हेडलाइन बन गई है, लेकिन काफी सारी कंपनी है महंगे के अलावा.
करेक्ट. तो मतलब वही प्लान यही होना चाहिए कि मतलब टू बेसिकली गेट अ गुड स्टार्ट and then probably be on a hunt. और फिर तुम भी रिसर्च करते रहोगे, हम लोग भी तुम्हारे लिए रिसर्च करते रहेंगे and you will get you there slowly and steadily. ठीक है, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Pankaj, you can go next. I think 4 more questions and we'll be done. I think so. Guys, don't raise your hand more. Okay. Yeah, let's go quickly.
Hello sir, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, आ रही.
सर ये पर्सनल क्वेश्चन था. एक्चुअली मैं भी 2020 से पास आउट और इन्फोसिस में काम किया है, पर मैंने सर जून में रिजाइन कर दिया था गवर्नमेंट यूपीएससी की चक्कर में. तो मैंने कभी इन्फोसिस से सेटलमेंट नहीं किया था, पीएफ और जो होता है जो कंपनी से हमें चाहिए होती है. तो दूसरी कंपनी में अगर फ्यूचर में प्लेस होता हूँ तो वो चीजें मांगेगा एचआर, तो वो मुझे सेटलमेंट
स्लिप्स होंगे तो कोई इशू नहीं है. सैलरी स्लिप्स, बैंक स्टेटमेंट और पीएफ तो तुम्हें दिख ही जाएगा, कोई इतना इशू नहीं होगा. लाइक देखो अब यहाँ पे सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जो आकांक्षा बोलते आ रही है, स्किल अच्छा रखो, बस सब हो जाएगा.
करेक्ट. 5 कंपनीज मना करेगी बट 6ठी कंपनी तुमको ले लेगी. ठीक है, सो दैट इज द थिंग, दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू बिलीव इन एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर आल्सो. ठीक है, सो डोंट वरी. ठीक है
सर. सैलरी एक्चुअली सर सैलरी स्लिप मेरे पास सिर्फ वो होगा जो नोटिस पीरियड का दिया था, क्योंकि वो मेल में आती है ना, बाकी तो आउटलुक में आती थी, वो डाउनलोड ही नहीं करी गई.
ओके,
so probably then you have to go as a fresher.
हाँ, बैंक स्टेट जरूर.
बैंक स्टेटमेंट होगा ना, बैंक स्टेटमेंट से हो जाता
है. हाँ सर वो है, पीएफ नंबर भी सब कुछ है.
हाँ, बैंक स्टेटमेंट से हो जाएगा.
ओके. थैंक यू सर.
Sure. Dharam, you can go next. Dharam.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Dharam, you are audible.
Sir, I'm about a project. What level of project you should build?
Akansha, this is for you.
Sorry, I was taken in the chat. Sorry. Can you please repeat?
I want to ask about your project and level of project you should build.
I'm not able to hear him properly.
No, his question is, what level of projects do we need to crack good companies?
Oh, okay. So again, like I completed all 4 projects that are in Sharpener's list. So yeah, like I hadn't had any other project. Like I have done some project in my college time, but I didn't mention those projects in my resume. I mentioned only these 4 projects that I've done in Sharpener, and that was like sufficient for me.
Makes sense. I think okay. Abdullah, you can go next.
Yeah, hi Akansha,
Hi.
the front end queen. Congratulations first.
Thank you. That's very flattering.
Yeah, actually, one of my question is we are doing we are preparing in the parts like DSA and again dev and again all this. So, how much percentage of DSA will be useful in development if I am going with a front end?
So see, DSA is the core, no? So DSA will be useful. Like, how can you say like how much percentage? Like, I don't know how to calculate the number of percentage. Like DSA will be useful, but yeah, DSA is the core. So just think of like the more strong the foundation is, the more strong is the building going to be, right? So that is the only answer I can think of for that.
Okay. Actually, some of my friends they told that okay in development front end we are using only HTML and CSS and the part DSA or the programming language will be used very rarely
No,
number
so
of
that,
users
I
will
don't
be
know.
very
Like,
less.
that's more like very
So
very
that I
basic front end, as in like that is not a like that is like if he's writing JavaScript, then the DSA is required. Okay, like if he's designing normal websites, like normal design websites, not web apps, then for that HTML this is fine. But the minute JavaScript comes into the picture, the game changes. Yeah, Abdullah.
Cool. Let's move on to the next question.
What about CI/CD and database?
Abdullah, your voice is coming low.
No, what about that CI/CD and database problems? Do we have to learn SQL and
In front end,
Jenkins also?
you have to. Like Akansha can answer better, I think.
Yeah. So like in job description they generally mention those things, but that is not the like mandatory skill to have. You can learn those things when you will join the company. They can teach you those very easily, because in front end it's not a very major part of the job role. So yeah.
Okay, and the last and final one of my question is that actually I'm from mechanical background. Okay, I worked in a mechanical company as a quality engineer, but I do not have any certification for that, joining later. Anything I do not have. Even if I have that, will that experience be counted in IT or just I'll have to go as a fresher?
I think like you'll have to go as a fresher, but that's fine, right? Like just develop the skill properly, and like you can easily crack a good company. And moreover, like I think the next session on this coming Saturday, like attend that. Okay, that would also help quite a lot, because a similar person is going to come. So like basically he's going to be from commerce background, but he's going to talk about a lot of career gap and all that stuff. So I think he'll be the right person to answer this.
Okay, Akansha, thanks.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Vaishu, you can go next. Vaishu, I think 3 more people and then we sorted. Vaishu? Vaishu, you want to go?
Hi, Akansha, can I ask something?
Sure.
Sorry for interrupting you. Yeah. First of all, congratulations, ma'am. And my question is about your that how to decide you a company just on basis of salary or the health insurance or something, anything, because you have you have काफी interview qualify हुए हो. So how to decide you? Can you explain it something?
Well, yes, definitely. So salary was a major part of decision making, but that was not the only factor on which I made my decision. I had like first of all, like I had few constraints that I want, like work from home only. That was like the mandatory thing, not like I couldn't bargain on that. So it was a bit easy for me, because I had like 2-3 offers only that was giving work from home. So I had to select between 2-3 only. And when it comes to the actual selection, So first of all, as I told, like ping Yash Bhaiya, he'll do the research, and after that, you can also like connect with the people who are already working in the company. Via LinkedIn, talk to them. Get to know about their working culture, and people are really very honest about the company's working culture. Like it's not that if someone is working in a particular company, they'll not open up. No, they will open up, and they will give you the real picture of the company. Apart from that, you can also go to the company's website. You can check. You can also you should also see like how the company has performed in the past year, because as everyone is saying, the recession is coming up, so you don't want to go in some lala company, as you say. So definitely go check for the previous finances of the company, how the company has been doing in previous years. So that will also help you to understand like if the company will be able to support the like their employees in case the recession hits or something. So these were like few of the factors that I considered. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Okay. Veshu, you can go next. Veshu.
Hello.
Veshu. Yeah, Veshu.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
hi.
audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I'm working as a subject matter expert in coding at Delhi, and I'm done also MCA. But in 12th, my percentage is below 60. So can these will affect?
No, not at all, Vaishu. Nothing will affect.
Yeah.
ठीक है मतलब only your knowledge is what is important. ठीक है मतलब marks and all is secondary because that is past, right? मतलब whatever you have gotten it, right? You cannot do anything about it. ठीक है so what you can prepare is like you can prepare these skill sets and don't worry, like we'll get you referred and everything. ठीक है and you'll end up cracking the best of it. ठीक है so just concentrate on the preparation part. ठीक है and leave the rest of the things to us.
Okay, one more question is, can companies provide remote or work from home?
So yeah, Akansha is one of the examples, right? But I will suggest you should not, if you, if it's not a very big mandate that if you want to work from home, okay, then it's better, right? Because then you get to like explore far more bigger opportunities, okay? But yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's move on to last person, Manas.
Hello everyone. My first question is to mentors. Like, is my package will be affected? If I'm having a BCA degree, because most of the for 10 LPA plus package, like if do the company need like BTech or master's degree for a 10 LPA offer?
It's more about the skill set, Manas. Like prepare properly and like you can ask anything. Okay. But yeah, like you have to prepare, like you have to show it from your preparation. Moreover, that's the most important thing which is there.
Okay. And second question is to Akansha. Like, how much average base salary is for a 10 plus LP offer? How much average base we get?
पूरा base ही होता है.
Like Akansha is getting a 13 LPA, so pura
It's
base.
the base salary, yes.
Okay.
ठीक है, yeah.
Okay,
ठीक है, वो CTC scam होता है, okay. वो you will realize it once you start working in the first company.
Okay.
I wasn't aware. Like Manas is like secretly calculating my per month salary. Okay, इतना base आ रहा है. Okay, fine. इतना per month ही hand आ रहा है.
Okay.
Now Akansha will also have to pay a huge amount of taxes. You'll realize it.
Yeah, 10%, 5%.
No, more than that basically. Yeah, but ठीक है. That's a part of life, and that means कि okay, you're being rewarded. Like you're going to your next phase of your career. Yeah. Cool then, guys. See you guys. It was a really nice session, Akansha. Thank you for that. A lot of insights we got from that.
Hi, Akansha.
Okay, there are people.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have only one question. Can I ask?
Okay, let's go quickly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Angsha, so I'm facing same issue. Like I tend to forget things from like previous assignment. So what has been your revision strategy? Can you please tell me?
Sorry, like you tend to forget things from the previous assignment.
Yeah, like the logics, which I have done in the previous. I have to watch again those videos, and then I got to know, okay, this was the logic. So what has been your revision strategy?
See, the logic to you will, logic you can skip on. You should be like comfortable with the thing. Like if you are able to come up with the solution, it's like there will be there are, let's say, 100 questions, right? You will not be able to crack all 100, right? Even if they are based on the same logic. So even if you are doing 50% of that, then you should consider yourself like at a good pace, and then you should move on. So that is the only thing that I did, because like all 100 building logic is something like there are a lot of factors. It's not that logic is all because of the concepts. So the concept is one thing, but then there is like your mind is occupied in some other thing, and then you're not able to build up the logic or something. So like there is the thing. So if you are able to get 50% of the question, then you should be good. Then you should move ahead with other concepts.
Okay, hello,
Okay,
Akansha.
thank you, thanks.
Yeah, I have a quick question from you, by you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between the question asked for interview below 10 LPA or above 10 LPA?
No question, no difference. Same number of questions, same kind of questions were asked, and it was just like the company's capacity to pay you. It all based on that, like how much package they are offering. But like literally the same questions, I'll say.
Correct. So last question, Anas, you can just go ahead and then we'll close. Yeah.
यस सर, यस सर, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन आकांक्षा। मुझे ये पूछना था कि आपने कितने इंटरव्यू दिए जिसमें वर्क फ्रॉम होम था?
वर्क फ्रॉम होम मतलब वर्क फ्रॉम होम कम थे, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 10 कंपनीज ही थे वर्क फ्रॉम होम वाले. सो
तो मतलब इजीली हो जाता है वर्क फ्रॉम होम ना?
नहीं, इजीली नहीं होता है आनस. मतलब यहाँ पे यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जितना ज्यादा वो स्ट्रेस आउट करोगे उतना ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगा, राइट? ठीक है. सो आई विल सजेस्ट कि स्टार्टिंग में बी ओपन टू ईच एंड एवरी ऑफर, ठीक है, और फिर उसको असेस करो कि कैसा ऑफर है, क्या है, बिकॉज देन ऑटोमेटिकली यू विल सी दैट ओके, अगर द कंपनी ऑफर इज गुड, ठीक है, यू विल नॉट माइंड गोइंग टू दैट लोकेशन एंड देन वर्किंग फॉर दैट, ठीक है. बट अगर वर्क फ्रॉम होम अच्छा मिलता है देन इट मेक सेंस, ठीक है. बट इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग अ गुड वर्क फ्रॉम होम अपॉर्चुनिटी, इट डज नॉट मेक सेंस. ओके, कूल. देन गाइस वी विल एंड दिस सेशन, ठीक है. थैंक यू
वन क्वेश्चन.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इट्स डन गाइस, इट्स डन, ठीक है. यू कैन प्रॉब्ली
सर को पीडीएफ.
हाँ, PDF we'll share guys.
Yeah, we will be sharing all the PDFs and everything, so do not worry because there is no end to questions. ठीक है.
Akansha, someone is asking in the chat box that have you got any joining it in the Mac company? It's
not yet, but I am expecting it soon.
okay. That's
सर बुक शेयर कर दीजिएगा प्लीज, है ना, पढ़ने के लिए.
Yeah, cool. Okay then guys, see you guys in the class. Let me know if you have any queries, and we'll also be sharing you Akansha's Discord you can basically ask whatever the questions that are remaining to Akansha directly over there. Yeah, you guys, thank you Akansha, it was a really insightful session. Yeah, all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, come to Bangalore first. Yeah, bye. Yeah.